Welcome, mighty companions, to A Course in Miracles. I'm Earl Purdy. Welcome to Facebook Live.
I'm not a victim of the world I see. I'm not a victim of the world I see. I'm not a victim, no, of the world I see. I'm not a victim of my mom. I'm not a victim of my pa. I'm not a victim of events or circumstance at all. I'm not a victim of the world I see. I'm not a victim of the world I see. Cause what's happening now is what I've done to me. I'm not a victim of the future, not a victim of the past, not a victim of anything that really doesn't last. I'm not a victim of the world I see. I'm not a victim of the world I see. Cause what's happening now is what I've done to me. I'm not a victim of the world I see. I'm not a victim of the world I see. I'm not a victim, no, of the world I see.
Hello, mighty companions. This is Earl Purdy. I'm so glad to have you here with me on Facebook Live doing A Course in Miracles. We're going to do a section that's called and continue on the way to remember God in the text on page 218 in the Course in Miracles text, page 218, Foundation for Inner Peace version.
I'm not a victim of the North, I'm not a victim of the South, not a victim of anything except what comes out my mouth. I'm not a victim of the world I see. I'm not a victim of the world I see. Cause what's happening now is what I've done to me. Help me out now. I'm not a victim of the world I see. I'm not a victim of the world I see. I'm not a victim, no, of the world I see.
Hello, mighty companions. Welcome to Facebook Live. I'm Earl Purdy. We're going to be doing the way to remember God in the Foundation for Inner Peace version of the text of A Course in Miracles on page 218, paragraph 3. And we're going to go deep into the truth, and let's have some joy and some peace.
I'm not a victim of the world I see. I'm not a victim of the world I see. Cause what's happening now is what I've done to me.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. We are not victims of the world we see. We need to remind ourselves of that right now. Let me get all set up here. We're not the victims of the world we see. You're not a victim of the world you see. You're not a victim of the world you see. You are not a victim of the world you see. You're not a victim of the world you see. You're not a victim of the world you see. You are not the victim of the world you see. Let's say it. I am not a victim of the world I see. I am not a victim of the world I see. Let's say it. I am not a victim of the world I see. I am not a victim of the world I see. Let's go. We are not victims of the world we see. We are not victims of the world we see. We are not victims of the world we see. We We are not victims of the world we see. Let's go. I am not a victim of the world I see. I am not a victim of the world I see. Claim it. I am not a victim of the world I see. I am not a victim of the world I see. You are not a victim of the world you see. You are not a victim of the world you see. You are not a victim of the world you see. You are not a victim of the world you see. I am not a victim of the world I see. I am not a victim of the world I see. I am not a victim of the world I see. I am not a victim of the world I see. Then say it. They are not victims of the world they see. They are not victims of the world they see. They are not victims of the world they see. They are not victims of the world they see. I am not a victim of the world I see. Wow. Okay, I needed to hear that. I needed to say that. So I am the divine repetition teacher. I am the divine remembering teacher. I've been doing the Course in Miracles for almost 40 years. And one thing I've learned in 40 years, that it isn't about analyzing the Course in Miracles. So I do not analyze the Course in Miracles. I don't analyze the Course in Miracles. My focus is on helping people remember what the Course in Miracles is saying and hopefully applying it to their experience. So I'm not interested in analyzing what is it that the Course in Miracles is telling us. I'm here to help us hear what the Course in Miracles is telling us. And that was John Christmas at johnChristmas.com, www.johnChristmas.com, if you'd like to get more of that music from A Course in Miracles. So the Course in Miracles says we need to remember only this. It says you need to remember that you need not believe the ideas, you need not accept the ideas, you need not even welcome the ideas. Some of the ideas you may actively resist. Some of the ideas you may actively resist. Some of the ideas you will find hard to believe. Some of the ideas you will find hard to believe. Some of the ideas you will find hard to believe. Some of the ideas may seem to be quite startling in A Course in Miracles. Some of the ideas may seem to be quite startling in A Course in Miracles. You are not asked to judge the ideas at all. You are not being asked to analyze the ideas at all. You're not being asked to judge and analyze the ideas at all. Their use will give the ideas meaning to you. Using the ideas, doing the workbook in A Course in Miracles, doing the exercises in A Course in Miracles will show you. I said the ideas will show you that the ideas are true. So I'm going to be on page 218. We're going to continue with paragraph 3 in chapter 12, section 2, paragraph 3. Perceiving sickness, but another call for love. So anything that has to do with sickness, see it as a call for love. If there's anything that's going on that has anything to do with sickness, see it as another call for love. So what's happening in the world right now is just another call for love. And offer your brother what your brother believes your brother cannot offer himself. So we're going to offer to everyone else what they believe that they cannot offer themselves. Offer another person what they believe they cannot offer themselves. That's what you are supposed to do. Then it says, whatever the sickness, there is but one remedy. It doesn't matter what kind of sickness that we're talking about. According to the Course in Miracles, there is just one remedy. No matter what the sickness, there is just one answer. No matter what the sickness, there is one answer. No matter what the sickness, there is one remedy, according to A Course in Miracles. You will be made whole. How do you find yourself whole? How do you make yourself whole? How do you make yourself healed? It says, you will be made whole as you make whole. So how do you do that? For to perceive in sickness the appeal for health. See in sickness what? The appeal for health. So what's going on in the world right now? In any sickness, any kind of sickness in the whole world, what does the Course in Miracles say that it is? It says it is an appeal for health. What is going on around the world right now is an appeal for health. There is a call for health. There is an international call for health that's going on right now. And the Course says, to perceive in sickness the appeal for health is to recognize in hatred the call for love. So does that mean wherever there is hatred, what you're really looking at is a call for love? Yeah. Wherever there is hatred, it's just a call for love. Wherever there is hatred, it's what? It's a call for love. And to give a brother what the brother really wants is to offer it unto yourself. So to give another person what the person really wants is to give it to yourself. To give a person what the person really wants is to give it to yourself. So to give it to yourself, you give it to another. You give another what they really want, and you're offering it unto yourself. So how do you give love to yourself? How do you give healing to yourself? You offer it to another, and that's the same as giving it to yourself. Because guess what? We are one self united with our Creator. We are just one self. So the Course says, to give a brother what the brother really wants is to offer it unto yourself. For your Father wills you to know your brother as yourself. Our Creator wills that we know each other as ourself. Our Creator wants us to know that we are one self. Answer His call for love, and yours is answered. Answer another person's call for love, and that's your call for love being answered. So what is healing? Healing is the love of Christ, that's you, your real self, for your Father, who is your Creator, and for yourself. So healing is the love that you have for your Creator, and healing is the love you have for your true self. What is healing? The love of your true self, the one self we all share, the Christ, for our Creator and for ourself. Wow. So what did you hear over and over again? All that you give is given to yourself. That's basically a Course in Miracles workbook lesson. That first paragraph that I did was basically a Course in Miracles workbook lesson. So you go, all that I give is given to myself. All that I give is given to myself. All that you give is given to yourself. All that you give is given to yourself. Say it to yourself. All that I give is given to myself. All that I give is given to myself. All that you give is given to yourself. I wonder what it's going to take for us to finally really get that the Course keeps saying that all that we give is given to ourselves. So what does it say next? Remember what was said about the frightening perceptions of little children. Remember what was said about the frightening perceptions of little children, which terrified little children, because little children do not understand their frightening perceptions. Do you know that the Course in Miracles is calling us little children? The Course in Miracles is saying that we are little children who are having frightening perceptions right now. And so it says to us, remember what I said about the frightening perceptions of little children? And the frightening perceptions terrify little children because little children do not understand the frightening perceptions. But if little children ask for enlightenment, if little children accept the truth, the enlightenment, their fears vanish. So do you know that that means if you want to let go of your fear right now around everything, if you want to let go of your fear around everything, then ask for enlightenment. Ask for the truth. Ask for enlightenment. Ask for enlightenment. I ask for enlightenment now. I ask for enlightenment now. We ask for enlightenment now. And we're going to accept the truth. So we're not going to analyze what I'm covering today from A Course in Miracles. We're going to accept it. And he says, when you accept the truth, your fears vanish. So when do your fears vanish? Your fears vanish when you accept the truth, not when you analyze the truth, not when you think about using the truth. Your fears vanish when you accept the truth. Hello, mighty companions. I'm so glad to see all of you online. I'm glad you are communicating with each other and making comments. Please share this video. I'm going to go through this, and I'm going to do it in a way that we'll hear what it's saying. And what it's saying to us right now is we might be having perceptions right now that are terrifying us. The Course says you're terrified about it because you don't really understand it. So what you need to do is do what? Ask for enlightenment. And then when you get the enlightenment, accept it. When you accept it, your fears vanish. Then the next sentence says, but if frightened little children hide their nightmares, they will keep their nightmares. So it's not about you pretending that you don't feel what you feel. It's not about you hiding your fears. The Course in Miracles says when you hide your fears, when you hide your nightmares, when you hide your fears, he said you'll keep them. So going into denial and pretending that you don't feel fear is not the way to heal. The Course in Miracles says if a frightened child hides their nightmares, they will keep them. So it's easy to help an uncertain child. So why is it easier to help a child than it is to help an adult? Well, the Course says it's easy to help an uncertain child. For an uncertain child recognizes that he or she does not understand what their perceptions mean. So an uncertain child, they recognize, you know what? I don't understand what this means. I don't understand what I'm looking at. I don't understand what it means. So you should be saying it about any situation that's frightening you right now. You should be saying to yourself, according to the Course, I don't understand what this is for. I don't understand anything I see. These are Course in Miracles workbook lessons. I do not understand what this is for. I do not understand anything I see. Say that to yourself right now. I do not understand anything I see. I do not understand what this is for. And that's why it's easy to help a child, because what do adults do? Well, adults always friggin' think that they know exactly what's going on, usually. Even if they're friggin' miserable, they still think they know what's going on. Sometimes adults want to be right and know-it-alls rather than to be happy. And the Course in Miracles says, if you are terrified right now, it's because you don't understand what's going on. And if you ask for the truth, which I'm giving you through the Course, and you accept the truth, then your fears will vanish. But if you pretend you don't feel what you feel, if you hide your fears, you're going to keep them. It's easy to help children because children recognize they don't understand what they're looking at. But the Course says about us, it says, you believe that you do understand your perceptions. And then it says, little child, little child, little child, you are hiding your head. Where? Under the cover of the heavy blankets you have laid upon yourself. You are hiding your head under the blanket of ignorance and fear that you have laid on yourself. What else did the Course in Miracles say? It says you are hiding your nightmares. You are hiding your fears. Where are you hiding your fears? In the darkness of your own false certainty. You're hiding your fears in the ignorance. The Course in Miracles defines darkness as ignorance. And so the Course in Miracles says you're hiding your fears in the ignorance of your own false certainty. You're pretending that you're more, you may be pretending that you have it more together than you really have it right now. And the Course in Miracles says you are refusing to open your eyes and look at your fears. You are refusing to open your eyes and look at your nightmares. That's interesting. The Course in Miracles says if you want to let your fears go, if you want to let your upsets go, you have to be willing to look at them. So don't refuse to open your eyes. Don't refuse to look at your ego. Don't refuse to look at your fears. Don't refuse to look at your anger, your separation, your grievances, your guilt. Stop being afraid to look at it. Are you with me, mighty companions? I needed to hear this. I need this so bad. If you notice, all I'm doing is going through the material. It's only talking about love and fear. And if you notice, I'm not analyzing one single solitary word of this. Who cares about analyzing? My classes are for people who want to take advantage of being able to just hear what it's saying. And I know that I don't appeal to everyone. No teacher appeals to everyone. But you do appeal to those that have been sent to you from the Holy Spirit, who needs it just the way you give it. So there are people who will be sent to you by love who need you just the way you are. Somebody that's sent to you by love, God, they will need you the way you are. They won't be constantly trying to change you. So let's do the next paragraph. And I do it this way with rhythm and feeling so that hopefully you will be willing to listen to this at least 4 times in the upcoming week. Here we go. Let us not save nightmares. Let us not save nightmares. For nightmares are not fitting offerings for Christ, your true loving self. And so nightmares, fears, sickness, they are not fit gifts for you. Fear is not a fit gift for you. Sickness is not a fit gift for you. Let's not save our fears. Let's not save our ego. Did you hear me? Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Take off the covers. Take off the covers. What does it mean to take off the covers? It means look at what you are afraid of. Do you hear me now? Do you hear me now? Look at what you are afraid of. Look at what frightens you. Look at what frightens you. That's what the Course in Miracles is saying. Take off the covers. Take off the covers and look at what you are afraid of. What's the next line? If y'all following along with me, what's the next line? It says, only the anticipation will frighten you. Only the anticipation will frighten you. Your anticipation about what you're going to see when you lift the covers, that's what's frightening you. That's what's frightening you. Why? Because only the anticipation will frighten you. For the reality of nothingness cannot be frightening. When you lift the covers, when you're willing to look at the truth, you're going to see that it was what was nothing that was frightening you. What was frightening you was the anticipation of what you would see if you really opened your eyes. So what else does the Course in Miracles tell us to do in the very next line? It says, let us not delay this. Let us not delay this. What? Let us not delay what? Taking off the covers and looking at what you are afraid of. So look at what you are afraid of, will you please, and get out of denial. Don't be a bliss ninny. Don't be pretending that you're on a level of consciousness you have not achieved yet. It's good to be positive. That's a beautiful thing. But don't try to be positive to the extent that you're not honestly looking at what's really going on inside your mind, or it will kick your butt. Because that stuff that you are denying is going to come up in your life as the events and situations and circumstances that seem to be happening to you. So take off the blankets, you all, and take a look at what you are afraid of. Because Only the anticipation is going to frighten you, because the reality of what's really nothing can't really frighten you. So let us not delay this. For your dream of hatred, your hatred will not leave you without help. So did you hear me? Did you hear me? You're not going to get rid of your fear without help. You're not going to get rid of your sickness without help. You're not going to get rid of your lack without help. You're not going to get rid of any depression, anger, or upset without help. Stop thinking that you can do it alone. Stop thinking that you're going to do it all by yourself. That's a lie. That's the ego. You can't do nothing real by yourself, because you never are by yourself. So the Course says, your dream of hatred will not leave you without help. But then it says, and help is here. God is here. The Holy Spirit is here. The Creator is here. Love is here. So say that to yourself right now. Help is where? Here. Help is here. Help is here. So that's going to be, say what? Help is here. Where is help right now? Help is here. So what should you do next? What should you do next? I'm looking for the instructions. What should you do next? The Course in Miracles says, learn to be quiet. What? In other words, Spirit is saying, shut the F up. Be quiet. Learn to do what? Learn to be quiet. That's what I want you to do, Spirit is saying to us. Would you be quiet? Would you learn? It said, learn to be quiet. Where should you be the quietest? It says you should be quiet in the midst of turmoil. You should be quiet in the middle of your fear, in the middle of your upset, in the middle of your sickness, your perceived lack or upset. What does the Course say? Be quiet. When you're most angry and most upset, don't. Shut up. Be quiet. Pause. Don't talk. Learn to be quiet. Go meditate. Go sit down. Go for a walk in the park. Read A Course in Miracles or some other wisdom text when you're most upset, when you're most afraid. So what are we supposed to be doing in this world situation, or the situation we're in right now? Be quiet. Be quiet. What kind of journey are we on? Well, it says, learn to be quiet in the midst of turmoil, for quietness is the end of strife. And this is the journey to peace. So what did the Course in Miracles tell us? Be quiet if you're in the middle of something that's upsetting you right now. Then it told us, if you would be quiet, that would be the end of your conflict. Then what else did the Course in Miracles tell us? You're on a journey to peace. So what is the Course in Miracles definition of peace? The Course in Miracles definition of peace is total fulfillment. Total fulfillment. And you're on a journey to peace, which is a journey to total fulfillment, a journey to love. So I want to ask you to do something right now. I want you to take a breath. Take a deep breath. Take another one. Take another one. And listen to your brother Purdy. Listen to your brother Purdy. Listen to brother Purdy. Listen to brother Purdy. Listen to this. Help is here. 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 Let's say it now. Help is here. 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 Say it. Help is here. Say it. Will you say it? Will you say it? Will you say it? Let's say it together. Help is here. Help is here. Help is here. Help is here. Okay, so what kind of journey are we on? Pop quiz. What kind of journey are we on? Well, we're on a journey to peace. We're on a journey to peace. So what should you do next? Are you ready? Are you ready? what should you do next? You should look straight at every image that rises to delay you. Well, that might be the person that you're with right now. That might be the job that you see right now. That may be the situation in the world. You may already be doing this. You may already be looking at the image that rises to delay you every day. But the Course is saying again, look at your fear. Look at every image that comes up to delay you. Because the goal is inevitable. Do you know what I just said? I just said the goal is inevitable. Do you know that God's will for you is perfect happiness according to A Course in Miracles? So that means that goal is inevitable. The goal of love that you're going to end up, I'm going to tell you how this movie is going to turn out. It's going to turn out that you're in total fulfillment and total love. Just like they used to say in the movies we used to watch as kids. And they lived, what? Happily ever after. So there's no possibility that you as a spiritual being, you're going to end up happy ever after. Do you know how you should see the people around you who think that they are only bodies? If you happen to know anybody that thinks they're only a human personality in a human body, what you're looking at is a being that doesn't realize that they are just spirit. That's all you're looking at. We're looking at people around us who don't realize that they are only spirit. And so your job is to remember that they are spirit for them. So the goal is inevitable. And the reason why the goal is inevitable is because the goal is eternal. The goal of love will never end. The goal of love will never end. And what does it say in the next sentence? Those of you who are following along with me in the book. It says the goal of love, the goal of love, the goal of love, the goal of love is but your right. So the Course in Miracles says what? It says that it's your right. Love is your right. Freedom is your right. Abundance is your right. Health is your right. Safety is your right. It belongs to you despite your dreams. You deserve to be happy no matter what false beliefs you have about yourself. You deserve to have love no matter what fears you have. You deserve to have love despite your dreams. You hear me? So listen to the next paragraph. And let yourself have an experience of what I'm doing. Don't make this another head trip. Feel me. Feel what's being said. Check this out. You still want what God wills, which is your perfect happiness. And no nightmare can defeat a child of God in his purpose. So none of your fears can defeat you. None of your doubts can defeat you. None of your false ideas can defeat you because your purpose is love. What does it say next? For your purpose was given you by God. Your purpose was given to 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 you by love. Your purpose was given to you by love. Your purpose was given to you by love. Your purpose was given to you by love, and you must accomplish your purpose. What? You must accomplish your purpose. Why is it that you must accomplish your purpose? Because your purpose was given to you by God. So if God gives you a purpose, you're going to achieve it. Anything that God tells you to do, your God is within you and without you and around you, whatever the Creator tells you to do. The truth is, the Course says, woo, I love this. It's so cool. It says your purpose was given to you by God and you must accomplish it because it's God's will. So what is the next instruction? Awake and remember your purpose. 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 Awake. Now, I'm going to repeat a lot of things. I'm going to repeat. I'm going to repeat it over and over. Awake and remember your purpose. Awake and remember your purpose. Awake and remember your purpose. So to be awake means what? To be awake means to remember your purpose. That's how you know when you are awake. When you are truly awake, you will remember your purpose. And what did the Course in Miracles say your purpose was? It said your purpose is love. The goal is love. I try to let the Course in Miracles teach itself. And I do that by referring back to what the Course in Miracles is saying. And the Course in Miracles says, awake and remember your purpose, because it's your will to do so. The reason why I want you to remember your purpose, which is love, is because that's what you want to do. It's your will. What has been accomplished for you must be yours. In other words, if someone bakes a birthday cake for you, right, and then they give it to you, it was something that was accomplished for you, right? And so it's yours. It's your freaking birthday cake. And that's just an example of what I'm talking about. You really want to remember your purpose. You really want to be happy. It's God's will that you be happy. So that's going to be accomplished. And what's been accomplished for you, the Course in Miracles says, it must be yours. So what should you do now? 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 Do not let your hatred stand in the way of love. Do not let your hatred stand in the way of love. Do not let your fear stand in the way of love. Do not let your fear stand in the way of love. That's what it says here. Do not let your hatred stand in the way of love, for nothing can withstand the love of Christ for his Father or his Father's love for him. That means nothing can withstand your love for your Creator and your Creator's love for you. Nothing can block the love you have for your Creator and your Creator's love for you. You can't lose the love of God. You can't lose real love. You can only lose love that wasn't real in the first place. You cannot lose real love. You can only lose a love that wasn't real. You cannot lose what is love. You can only lose what was fake love. You can never lose real love. Nothing can withstand the love of you, your real self, for your Creator and your Creator's love for you. Breathe, breathe, take a breath. Help is here. Take a breath. Take a breath. A little while, and you will see me. That's what Jesus of the Christ is saying to us. That's what love is saying to us. Say it again. A little while, picture this as the Jesus of the Course or love saying to you, a little while and you will see me. Guess what? You're going to see me in a little while. Love is saying, you will see me in a little while. You will see me in a little while. It's saying, for I am not hidden because you are hiding. Love is not hidden. God is not hidden. Jesus is not hidden because you are hiding. Just because you are hiding, that doesn't mean your good is hiding. That doesn't mean your love is hiding. That doesn't mean your freedom is hiding. Just because you are hiding. And what does it say next? What does love say next? I will awaken you. What? I will awaken you. As surely as I awaken myself, I will awaken you. God is saying, love is saying, Jesus is saying, the higher self is saying, I will wake you up as surely as I awaken myself. For I awoke for you. I woke up for you. You waking up for me, and I'm waking up for you. I'm remembering the truth for you, and you are remembering the truth for me. That's what we're hearing. I awoke for you, and you are awakening for me and someone else. It says, I will awaken you as surely as I awaken myself, for I awoke for you. In my resurrection is your release. In your resurrection is my release. In my resurrection is your release. There is nothing like a good resurrection. There is nothing like a good resurrection. Are you ready for a good resurrection? If you're ready for a good resurrection, are you ready for a good resurrection? Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? It says, in my resurrection is your release. Our mission is to escape from crucifixion. Our mission. What is your mission should you choose to accept it? What is your mission? Your mission is to escape from crucifixion. My mission is to escape from crucifixion. My mission is to escape from crucifixion. My mission is to escape from crucifixion. So your mission is to escape from fear. Our mission is to escape from crucifixion, not redemption. So your mission is to escape from fear, but not from love. Your mission is to escape from guilt, but not your innocence. Your mission is to escape from lack, but not your abundance. Your mission is to escape from sickness, but not your health. Your mission is to escape from conflict, but not your peace. I love your comments. I'm seeing all of your comments, awesome comments. I love to see you talking and communicating with each other. Don't forget to share this video. Then the next sentence says what? Are you ready to hear the next sentence? Are you ready? Those of you who are, wake up over there. Wake up. Wake up. All right, I see you drooling. Wake up. Okay. All right, cool. Here we go. Don't make me come over to your place. Okay. I'll jump out of your Alexa. Okay, now, trust in my help. Trust in my help. Trust in my help. Trust in my help. Love Jesus Christ, God, the universe says, trust in my help. For I did not walk alone. And I will walk with you. I will walk with you as our Father walked with me. I'll say it again. I did not walk alone, and I will walk with you as our Creator walked with me. Do you not know that I walked with God in peace? Do you not know, this is the Jesus of the Christ, the higher power talking to us right now. Love is saying, don't you know that I walk with our Creator in peace? And since I walk with our Creator in peace, doesn't that mean that peace goes with us on the journey? Peace goes with us on the journey. Peace goes with me on the journey. So who is your mighty companion? What's the name of your mighty companion? Well, the name of your mighty companion is Peace. Matter of fact, that's my name. I'm Earl Purdy. Listen to me one more time. It says, doesn't that mean that peace goes with us on the journey? I know you may be frightened right now. No matter what's going on with you right now, remember, peace goes with us on the journey. Peace goes with you on the journey. Say that to yourself. Let's interact. Say this to yourself. Peace goes with me on this journey. Peace goes with me on this journey. On this journey, peace goes with me on my journey. You hear me? Peace goes with me on my journey. Say it to yourself now. Peace goes with me on my journey. Say it to yourself. Peace goes with me on my journey. Peace goes with me on my journey. Peace goes with me on my journey. Say it to yourself. Peace goes with me on my journey. Now let's say it to someone else. Peace goes with you on your journey. Let's say it to each other. Peace goes with you on your journey. Take a breath. Peace goes with you on your journey. What about them? Peace goes with them on their journey. All the other people out there, peace goes with them on their journey. All of your relatives, peace goes with them on their journey. No matter what it looks like, peace goes with them on their journey. There is no fear in perfect love. There is no fear in perfect love. If it's perfect love, there is no fear. If there's perfect love, there is no fear. If it's perfect love, is there any fear? If it's perfect love, I bet you could pass this pop quiz. Is there fear in perfect love? No, there's not. No, there's not. I say, is there fear in perfect love? No, it's not. Is there fear in perfect love? No, there isn't any fear in perfect love. Let's drive along on this journey. We're on the journey to peace. Let's go on this journey to peace together. Let's go on this journey to peace together. Don't forget to do the gangster lean. Doing the gangster lean, we on the journey to peace together. Holy Spirit is driving, love is driving, and peace goes with us on this journey. There's no fear in perfect love, so we will be making perfect to you what is already perfect in you. What's already perfect in you? There is perfect love in you. There is perfect love in you. There is perfect love in who? You. Now, some of you may be going unconscious right now because you don't believe that perfect love is in you. So you may be having a hard time tuning into what's being said because you might not believe it about yourself or your ego is trying to block it out. That's okay. That's okay. You don't fear the unknown. Do you know the chorus says, you're not afraid of the unknown, but the known. You're not afraid of what you don't know. You're afraid of what you do know. You don't fear the unknown, but you fear the known. That's what you're afraid of. You're afraid of what you think you know. You will not fail in your mission because I, God, love Jesus, did not fail in mine. Give me but a little trust. Give me but a little trust. Give me, God is saying, Jesus is saying, love is saying, a higher self is saying this. Give me but a little trust in the name of the complete trust I have in you. Give me a little trust in the name of the complete trust I have in you. Give me but a little trust. Give me but a little trust. Love and God and truth is saying to us what? Give me but a little trust. Give me but a little trust in the name of the complete trust I have in you, and we will easily accomplish the goal of perfection together. We will easily accomplish this goal of perfection together. Do you know that we will easily accomplish the goal of perfection together? We, you and I, you and me. It says we will easily accomplish what? It's right on the page. We will easily accomplish the goal of perfection together. We will easily accomplish the goal of perfection together. We will easily accomplish the goal of love and healing together. Together. Hear what the chorus is saying. I'm here to help you hear. I'm not here to analyze. I'm here to help you hear. So we will easily accomplish the goal of perfection together. For perfection is. Do you know that your perfection is? Your perfection is. Your perfection is. Your perfection cannot be denied. Your perfection cannot be denied. Your perfection cannot be denied. To deny the denial of perfection. Stop denying that you are perfect. Stop denying that you are perfect. Stop denying that you are perfect. Perfect means whole and complete. According to A Course in Miracles, to be perfect means you are complete, that there is nothing missing from you. You are not going to be recalled. There's nothing missing in you. Stop denying how perfect you are. Stop it. Stop denying how perfect you are. To deny the denial of perfection is not so difficult as to deny the truth. Stop denying the truth. Denying the truth is the hard part. And guess what? What we can accomplish together. What we can accomplish together will be believed. So when will you believe what we can do together? When will we believe what all of us can do together? Well, we are going to believe what we can do together when we see it as accomplished. That's when we're going to believe what we can do together, when we do it together. And so we see it. Now, are you ready? Are you ready? Let's go. You who have tried to banish love, what? You've been trying to banish love. You have not succeeded in banishing God. You have not succeeded in banishing health. You have not succeeded in banishing your wealth. You have not succeeded in banishing love. You tried, but the Course says you failed. You who have tried to banish love have not succeeded. But guess what? You who choose to banish fear must succeed. If you choose to get rid of your fear, it says it must succeed. What? You who choose to banish fear and sickness and attack must succeed. You're going to succeed. You're going to succeed. What is the next line? Those who are following with me. The Lord is with you, but you know it not. The Lord is with you, but you know it not. The Lord is with you, but you know it not. God is with you, but you don't know it. God is with you. Love is with you. The Creator is with you. The universe is with you. The higher self is with you, but you don't know it. You don't know it. It's okay. That's why you're afraid. You're afraid because you don't know that God is with you. You're afraid because you don't know that you don't know that God is with you whenever you are afraid. It just means you've forgotten that the Creator is with you every time you're afraid. Raj, Earl, whenever you feel afraid, Earl, it means you have forgotten that I am with you. That's what God says. Whenever you are afraid, you have forgotten that I am with you. Yeah. Yet your Redeemer is alive. That's great. And do you know that your Redeemer abideth in you? There's a God in you. There's a love in you that's living in you, and is living in you out of the peace of which it was created. Wouldn't you exchange the awareness of love for the awareness of fear? Wouldn't you rather be more aware of love than fear? Are you ready to exchange your fear for love? Are you ready to exchange your conflict for peace? Are you ready to exchange your lack for abundance? So how do you exchange love for fear? Now, the Course in Miracles is going to tell you how to do that. The Course, listen, wake up, listen. The Course in Miracles is about to tell you how to exchange and get rid of any fear you have and exchange it for love and peace. Is that worthwhile? Is that something worth listening to? Okay, well, listen. When we have overcome fear, how do you overcome fear? Well, not by hiding your fear. You won't overcome fear by hiding it. You won't overcome fear by minimizing your fear. trying to make your big fear a little fear that's not going to get rid of your fear. So how do you overcome fear? Not by denying its full import in any way. Don't deny any part of your fear. He says, when we have overcome fear by not hiding it, not by minimizing it, and not by denying its full import in any way, this love, this is what you will really see. You will see the exchange of the awareness of fear for the awareness of love by not hiding it. That's deep. So then the Course in Miracles does what it always does. It's going to turn around and it's going to say the same thing another way. Just in case you didn't get it this way, it goes, well, let me give it to you this way. So don't analyze it. Let me say it another way, okay? Here's what the Course in Miracles says. You cannot lay the obstacles to real vision. You cannot lay aside the obstacles to real vision. You cannot lay aside your fears without looking upon them. You cannot lay aside the obstacles to real vision without looking upon them. Which you're doing every day, all day, whenever you think about it. So you're really already doing what the Course is asking you to do. You're already probably looking at your fears. Many of you are already looking at your fears all day. And it says, well, you're not going to lay a fear aside that you don't look at. How can I lay a bucket that's in front of me on the ground? How can I lay it aside if I don't look down at the bucket and then pick the bucket up and lay it aside? I would stumble over the bucket if I wasn't willing to look at it. So you're going to stumble over all of your fears and your egos. You're going to stumble over all of that and hurt yourself when you won't look at it. So the Course says you cannot lay aside the obstacles to real vision without looking at them. You're not going to lay aside the obstacles to real vision without looking at them. For to lay aside means to judge against. So you have to judge against your fear, judge against your lack, judge against your sickness, judge against it, judge against it, judge against it. It says, if you will look, if you're willing to look at your fears, if you're willing to look at your upsets, Earl and everybody else, if you're willing to look at it, it says the Holy Spirit, your right man, your sane man, the voice for God, if you look at your fears, God will judge them as the nothingness and the call for love that they are. Because the Holy Spirit will judge your fears and obstacles truly. Love will judge your fears truly, which are cause for love. Yet the Holy Spirit cannot shine away what you keep hidden. God can't shine away what you keep hidden. Love can't shine away the fears you keep hidden. Abundance cannot shine away the lack that you keep hidden. Health cannot shine away sickness that you keep hidden. Your innocence cannot shine away the guilt that you keep hidden. If you will look, the Holy Spirit will judge. If you will look, the Holy Spirit will judge. If you will look, the Holy Spirit will judge. And the Holy Spirit will judge truly. If you look, the Holy Spirit will judge, and the Holy Spirit will judge truly. Yet the Holy Spirit, God, the Creator, cannot shine away what you keep hidden. Love can't shine away the fears that you hide. God can't shine away the so-called sins that you hide. Do you hear me? If you will look, the Holy Spirit will judge, and the Holy Spirit will judge truly. Yet the Holy Spirit cannot shine away what you keep hidden. Do you know that God cannot get rid of what you don't look at? Because if you hide it, do you know what you're doing when you hide your fears? When you hide your fears, you're actually not offering them to God. Hiding is not offering. If I hide my guilt, that's not offering it to God. If I hide my grievances, that's not offering it to God to heal. So So, so if you keep it hidden, you're not offering it to God. If you're not offering it to God, God can't take it from you. God can't take your fears from you. God can't take your fears from you. God cannot take your anger from you. God cannot take your sickness from you. The Creator can't take anything from you because love never takes. Love only gives and it never takes. Love only gives and it never ever takes. Love never takes. So what does that mean? God cannot shine away what you keep hidden, and you haven't offered it to God, and God can't take it from you. We're almost to the end of this section, so take a deep breath. We have one more paragraph. Listen to this at least 4 times. 4 is the number of foundation and building. So, what are we embarking on? I'm your Holy Spirit tourist guide, and I'm going to tell you about the trip we're about to embark on. So imagine all of us are standing around in the crowd with each other, getting ready to go on a journey to peace, okay? And I'm your guide, I'm the Holy Spirit, and I'm also Jesus, and of the Course, and light, and higher self, or God, and you all are about to embark on a journey. And I'm going to describe to you the kind of journey that you're getting ready to go on. Are you ready? Are you with me? Here you go. Here you go. Listen, 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 listen. We are therefore embarking on an organized, structured, well-structured, and carefully planned program. That's another way of saying divine plan. I like the way the Course says it. How does the Course says it? Say, we are embarking on an organized, well-structured, and carefully, check this out, carefully planned program. What? A carefully planned program. We are embarking on what? A carefully planned program. Everything that's happening right now, everything that's happening right now is part of what? A organized, it's a what? Organized, well-structured, carefully planned program. That's what we are experiencing. Aimed at learning how to offer the Holy Spirit everything that you don't want. Everything that you don't want. We are learning how to offer to God everything we don't want. I like that. I'm learning to offer to the Holy Spirit everything I don't want. I've been giving everybody around me everything I don't want. But the Course says you have to learn how to give everything you don't want to God. If you don't want that fear, if you don't want that lack, if you don't want that nightmare, you got to learn how to offer it to God. You have to learn how to offer it to God. I say, you are learning how to offer to the Holy Spirit everything you don't want. Guess what? The Holy Spirit knows what to do with what you do not want. God knows what to do with what you do not want. God knows what to do with what you do not want, and you are learning how to give the Creator what? Everything you don't want. You want to give to God what? Everything that you don't want. So say, I'm learning how to give God everything I don't want. Why do you want to give it to the Holy Spirit? The Holy Spirit knows what to do with what I don't want. The Holy Spirit knows what to do with that lack I don't want. The Holy Spirit knows what to do with that fear and sickness and upset that I don't want. The Holy Spirit knows what to do with the guilt and pain that I'm going through that I don't want. God knows what to do with what I don't want. God knows what to do with what I don't want. Love knows what to do with what you don't want. You're learning how to give to God everything you don't want. You're learning how to give to God everything you don't want. You're learning how to give to the universe, to love to God everything you don't want. You are embarking on a well-structured, organized plan that's going to teach you how to finally give everything that you do not want to God. Let God take care of everything. You don't know. The Course says the Holy Spirit knows what to do with what you don't want. The Holy Spirit knows what to do with what you don't want. And the Holy Spirit also knows that you don't understand how to use what God knows. Do you know that you don't understand? You don't understand how to use what God knows. You don't understand how to use what the Creator knows. You do not understand how to use what the Creator knows. But whatever you give to the Holy Spirit, everything you give to the Holy Spirit that didn't come from God is going to be gone. So anything that you give to the Holy Spirit that's not loving, it's going to be gone. If you want to get rid of something, give it to the Holy Spirit. If you want to get rid of something you don't want, a fear that you don't want, an unhappiness you don't want, you have to learn how to give it to love. You have to learn how to give it to the Creator. You're learning how to give things to the Creator. You're learning how to give things that are causing you pain and suffering and upset and fear to the Creator. The Creator knows what to do with it. Anything you give to the Creator that's not of the Creator is gone. But before it can be gone, before the things that cause you pain can be gone, what do you have to do? What do you have to do? He says you must look at it yourself. Look at that nightmare yourself. Look at that fear yourself. He says you have to look at it in perfect willingness. Be willing to look at your own fears. Be willing to look at your own separation thoughts. Be willing to look at your own nightmares. And then you can offer them to the Holy Spirit and they will be gone. They will vanish. The Course in Miracles says you must be willing to, you must look at your fears yourself. In perfect willingness. Because if you're not willing to look at your fears, if you're not willing to look at your upset, the Course says, then God's knowledge remains useless to you. The truth will remain useless to you unless you're willing to look at your fears, your illusions, your false ideas, everything that hurts you. Surely the Holy Spirit won't fail to help you. Surely God will not fail to help you. Surely God will not fail. The Creator will not fail to help you. I want you to take a minute and listen carefully to what the Course in Miracles is saying. God will not fail to help you. Your Creator will help you. Your Creator will help you. Love will help you. Love will help you. Love will help you. Because that is God's only purpose. That's the Holy Spirit's only purpose. The Holy Spirit's only purpose is to help you. The Holy Spirit's only purpose is to help you. Say, God's only purpose is to help me. The Holy Spirit's purpose is only to help me. Surely the Holy Spirit will not fail to help you. Helping is the only reason why the Holy Spirit is here. Don't you have greater reason for fearing the world as you see it than for looking at the cause of fear and letting it go forever? So don't be afraid to look at the cause of your fear. We're afraid all the time for one thing or another. So the Course says, well, don't you have greater reason for fearing the world as you see it than looking at the cause of fear, which is separation and letting it go forever? All right, take a breath. I'm going to do a quick review in a minute. Thank you for tuning in to me. I'm Earl Purdy. I'm a full-time teacher. This is what I do in the world. So I thank you for your generosity. If you'd like to make a financial expression of appreciation to my teaching ministry, just go to Earl Purdy, PURDY.com, www.earlpurdy.com, and you can make a love offering there. If you like to use Venmo, my email address is earlpurdy@earlpurdy.com. Do you know that I'm available for one-on-one personal sessions? Do you know that I bring 40 years plus of working with people and A Course in Miracles into those personal sessions that are designed with the goal of you receiving and knowing the kind of love and happiness that the Course in Miracles is talking about? It's called a clarity session. And I also use my over 40 years experience as a soul purpose astrologer and numerologist for those who are open to it. So just go to my website and look under the tab called Clarity Sessions, and it explains in detail exactly what I offer, and you can self-book an appointment with me right on my webpage. And please sign up for my contact list on my website so I can keep you up on the latest news and workshops I'm doing. Guess what? On Thursday nights at 7 p.m. Mountain Time, I do a live Facebook Live, especially for Course in Miracles students. That's called Hardcore Course in Miracles. It's 7 p.m. Mountain Time on the Earl Purdy page on Facebook on Thursday nights. And then, of course, Sundays at 1 p.m. Mountain Time, I'm doing Facebook Live, usually in front of a live audience. And I want you to tune into it. So I've got a few things that I would like to say as a reminder of what we've heard. I want to remind you of two things before we go. Remember, the first thing you want to remember is that we're being told that the Lord is with you, that God is with you, but you don't know it. You have an invisible power that's with you, but you don't know it. And you can let go of all your awareness of fear and replace it with love if you overcome fear. And what did it say? You have to look at it. You won't overcome it by not hiding it. You won't overcome it by minimizing it. You won't overcome your fear by denying how afraid you are. Don't be in denial about what you're feeling. But you are learning how to take your fears and offer it to the Holy Spirit, to your higher power. Because if you are willing to look at your fears, the Holy Spirit will judge all of them, and he will judge them truly. And then the Holy Spirit will shine, love will shine your fears away. I love that. Will shine your lack away. Will shine any sickness away, because help is here. Let's say it now. Help is here right 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 now. Now, do you know that we are embarking on an organized, well-structured, carefully planned program? That's what we're doing right now. That's the divine plan. You are learning how to offer the Holy Spirit everything you don't want. You're learning how to offer to God everything you don't want. Listen to what that said. You are learning how to offer the Holy Spirit, God, the higher power, everything you don't want. So Holy Spirit knows what to do with that pain and that suffering and that sickness and unhappiness, or unhappiness that you don't want. And whatever you give to the Holy Spirit is gone. And he will not, the Holy Spirit will not fail to help you. Okay, mighty companions. Wow. Whew. Sorry, I went about almost 15 minutes over what I normally would do, but we were on a roll, and this will give us an opportunity to complete this particular section. I love you. I appreciate you. Don't forget to listen to this over and over again. I love you so much. And may the course be with you. Love you.